Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's a Rika almond beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
And let us officially welcome everyone currently tuned on to tonight's program. I gotta let you, it's a pleasure being here with you all, of course. I always tell to tell you what's happening in Grenada, Carrico, Pinimondic, Trinidad and Tobago, and the rest of the world. Those of you on YouTube, those of you on Facebook, wherever you are, welcome. The first time viewers, hello to you. And the usual suspects, we're saying hello to you again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what's making the news tonight. Why one more COVID-19 death recorded, according to the Ministry of Health from its latest dashboard. Prime Minister reiterates concern for young people as a COVID-19 pandemic continues. We are starting to see light at the end of the tunnel, says the GTA CEO Petra Roach. We're going to talk about that as well. Mini Carnival-Like activity for cricket in a couple weeks from now. We've got an update for you regarding a robbery with violence that happened at Gouyave and more when we return from our break. This is Mikey Live. News discussed, not told. We don't have a horse in the race, so we're telling you just how it is, people. If you missed the program last night, what going on with all of you? You can't be missing the program, dog. You know what I mean? So anyway, you're forgiven, but don't make it happen again. You know what I mean? So anyway, family, let's take a quick break and we will return. We got to let you know that the headlines is brought to you to the kind compliments of quote, Grenada Limited, Digital Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, and Real Value IGA Supermarket. We also have on board with us tonight, as usual, Superb Distributors. So we'd like to say thank you to all of our sponsors. We taking that quick break, about a minute, and come back. Remember, if you have not yet shared the program, we encourage you to please go ahead and do so, because once you share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. We'll be back.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Alrighty, so we welcome you back to tonight's program. Alright, so the first thing that we have to tell you about, based on the Ministry of Health's last COVID-19 dashboard that we received last evening or last night, late after the program, what we can tell you is that there's been one new death recorded. Now that takes our death toll to 212 as a result of COVID-19. 12 alone in this current Omicron outbreak. All right, and that's interesting to note. In terms of the surveillance, we've got 824 tests that were conducted, and there were 155 persons who were found COVID-19 positive. This brings our current active cases to 513. Now the total confirmed cases since our first stands at 13,041. The Ministry of Health report says that there have been 65 recoveries over the past 24 hours. 6 individuals are currently hospitalized on account of the COVID-19, and 4 are said to be moderately ill, 1 severely ill, and 1 critically ill. We've been telling you about our vaccination status, and 32.8% of our population is currently fully vaccinated, way below what the authorities might be comfortable with. 5,133 persons have received the first dose, and 37,071 are fully vaccinated. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has reiterated his concern about the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the nation's youth. In his Independence Day message, Dr. Mitchell stated that the children have been the hardest hit by the pandemic, with their lives being unimaginably ushered by the changes that have been made. It says that some of these changes have been necessary to fight the COVID-19 and protect the young stars. Dr. Mitchell also noted that despite the advances in modern technology and the provision of electronic devices by government to facilitate the online learning, there's really nothing to adequately replace the valuable face-to-face interactions time for young people. It says that they need that kind of interaction, and he was also saying that even when we were growing up, it was important for our social development. And so what the children are losing now they cannot get it back, even if things go back to normal at some point in time in our lives. But the time that's lost now, the deprivation that they are experiencing right now from their social interactions and so on, it really cannot be regained. You know, the Prime Minister is also concerned about the pandemic's impact on the socialization. He said that in addition to the significant learning loss, our young boys and girls have been deprived of their social interactions that is so necessary to foster good human relations. We just need to reflect on our own childhood, he says, and how we value the meeting our friends and so on at schools and participating in various sporting activities and leisure activities as well. You understand, Dr. Mitchell made an impassioned appeal on behalf of the nation's young stars. He's saying that today I ask that you join me in praying for every one of our young brothers and sisters. I know that some of these children, they are not able to really express themselves adequately as to how this whole pandemic has affected them or is affecting them, but it's a big deal. It really is a big deal, yeah? And we even had recently where Dr. Sean Charles, he was so passionate, you know, about the decision to send the students back into the classrooms. So there was the usual post-cabinet press briefing held today, and the Grenada Tourism Authority were there as well, and the CEO boy, that's Petra Roach. She was speaking about how Grenada has been coping with regards to our tourism product, you know, and having to fight with COVID-19. She speaks of the improvements that we are seeing. She says apparently there is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. And you know what we don't say? And that light is not a train. You know, she says that they have been looking closely at the numbers and monitoring the progress that we have been making in the past few months. And and the authority, she was saying that they are very optimistic of the improvements that they've been seeing.
But I feel really confident that we are starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. And again, if we put that into context, December actually attracted for us the largest number of visitors to the island for the year 2021, with a total of 28,722 stayover, yachting and cruise visitors. So December, we had almost 30,000 visitors, which represented an increase of 1,288% over December in 2020. Total air passenger arrivals were 11,502, and if we break that down further, that actually meant that 9,557 were visitors, and we also had 106 student arrivals. And then the rest was made up of returning residents and other non-visitors. So that total was 1,839 passengers. And we had exceptionally strong performances from all our airline partners, most of whom flew with load factors in the high 90s. And actually, JetBlue was the strongest carrier and recorded the most number of visitors to the island for the month of December, with 3,394 passengers. And if we look at the breakout of where the business was coming from, the United States dominated with 5,616 visitors, and then followed Europe, which had a total of almost 1,800. And out of that European business, the largest came from the United Kingdom with almost 1,500 visitors. Canada followed afterwards with 1,220, and then we had the Caribbean coming up at the back of the pack with 702 visitors, of which 636 came from the CARICOM region.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much, Petra. And of course, she was also saying that they've been seeing improvements as well in the length of stay from some of these visitors.
We also saw a really positive trend, which was a change in the length of stay. So the USA in 2019, actually most visitors stayed for 9 days. That actually moved to 12 days in 2021. In the UK, it usually was 12 days. That moved to 15 days for the average length of stay. And then we had Europe moving from 12 to 15 in 2021, Canada moving from 10 to 17, and then the Caribbean moved from 7 days in 2019 to 14 days in total. And this strong performance for December can really be attributed to the simplification of the travel protocols and the removal of the quarantine restrictions for fully vaccinated visitors, which complemented our then uptick in marketing activity globally.
Thank you very much, Petra, for that information. So we are hearing that there's going to be some sort of carnival, like a mini carnival session, a parade kind of business in Grenada for the cricket, like a mini carnival. Now we heard that announcement made today by Mr. Ricardo Keynes Douglas, who says that he has been charged with the responsibility of overseeing that part of the event at the stadium.
So I'm producing the carnival. We're trying to do a mini carnival effect extravaganza during the cricket, because we're going to have tons of people coming to Grenada and it's going out to the world. So we want to showcase our culture, the excitement we have, what we have to offer. And also maybe it's a template for Spice Mars, because this is coming from GTA and Spice Mars. Rather, our chair, Mr. Artie Gill, they all came together and decided to do this. Now, the excitement of this thing is that we want to showcase our culture. So what we want to do is have a mini parade on the opening of cricket, the day of the cricket. So we're going to have like short knees, a section of short knees, Veko, Moko Jumbies, ballet dancers. We're bringing in Shakespeare Mass, hopefully. They can come in. We have the string band. We have a float, a beautiful float with a steel band on it. We have Jab Jab, of course. We have the fancy mass. So what we want to do is to create this massive, beautiful, controlled way parade. So that will give the excitement of the opening of the day, on the day. Throughout the cricket period, which is the 24th to the 28th, there will be many shows within the stadium. And so some days we'll showcase ballet dancers with short knees. Some days we'll showcase the Moko Jumbies. Some days we showcase Veko. So it's going to be an excitement on the breaks. So normally on the lunch break, when they go for their lunch, it's a 45-minute lunch break. So we have 30 minutes to show the world and the wonderful people in the world, all the people who came, the visitors and stuff, the excitement, what we have to offer, and bring that. We complement the cricket in the sense of the excitement, the extravaganza of the glamour of Grenada, what we have to offer. So we want to showcase that. And
thank you very much, Ricardo. It seems like we're heading in the direction, slowly but surely, of actually hosting a carnival activity or hosting Carnival 2022. Because I know that there were conversations and so on, but based on what I'm seeing, the conversations and the move into that direction, they're happening simultaneously. So, okay. And I mean, are you ready for Calypso? I want Calypso. Calypso. Real Calypso. And I mean, I want to hear some real good Calypso. Okay? Good. So they're going to be having that business, you know what I mean? So let's see how that one go play out by. Oh yeah. The next thing we have to tell you about, last night we started telling you about it. 3 men were charged in connection with robbery with violence and appeared at the Gouyave Magistrates Court on Tuesday, 8th February 2022. That was yesterday. Marlon Lewis, 30 years, is a fisherman of Upper Deputy Street, Gouyave. Kevin Bernard, a 25-year-old, and Kendall Martin, 28 years old, both fishermen of Edward Street, Gouyave, St. John, were arrested for the January 29th robbery with violence of a citizen of the United Kingdom who was attacked between the beaten, so he was attacked beaten, and robbed of his personal belongings. Also charged for the offense of throwing missiles were Carvin Bernard, a 25-year-old fisherman of Edward Street, Gouyave, Kellon Ashton, 34-year-old, and Roland Henry, 27 years, both fishermen of Upper Depending Street, Gouyave, St. John. Now, Martin Lewis, Ashton, and Henry were granted bail. You see, you had nice names, boy. Yeah, some really nice names, by the way. Martin Lewis, Ashton, Henry. That sounds like a John Jacob Jingle Harris Smith. John! Hey, people I know. You know what I mean? Anyway, Martin Lewis, Ashton, and Henry were granted bail in the sum of 7,500 EC dollars with one surety each. As part of their bail condition, they are to report to the Gouyave station every Monday and Friday between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. They were also placed on a daily curfew until the conclusion of the matters from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and are not to leave the state without permission of the court. They are scheduled to reappear in court on Thursday, 14th April 2022. Carvin Bernard was unable to secure bail and was remanded to Her Majesty's prison until Friday, 18th February 2022. You know, Jano! Fellas, what's going on, dog? What is that piece? You know what I mean? Anyway, lady that talk. Yeah, understand? Well, yeah. St. Lucia had what you call a distress fund. You hear me? A distress fund that they accused the Alan Chastney government of getting rid of. So the then opposition, who is now in power, saying that they are going to be reinstating that for individuals, for families and so on, who find themselves in very hard positions. For example, your hoist, burned down and things like that. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do. They can assist you in that manner.
Losing all your belongings to a fire or natural disaster is never easy. In December 2021, 5 people at Bishop's Gap Masher Castries were left without a place to call home after a fire destroyed 3 structures. Earlier in September, in the same neighborhood, a 10-year-old was left traumatized after witnessing the sight of an abandoned building going up in smoke and threatening nearby homes. Now the SLP government plans to reinstate the distress fund in the upcoming budget to provide financial assistance to persons stricken by disasters like fires. Castries Central MP Richard Frederick, speaking to reporters on Monday, reaffirmed the government's commitment to revive the fund. His words of assurance followed the destruction by fire of another abandoned structure in a densely populated area, this time at Active Hill, Leclerc on Monday morning.
There is something in place. It was removed by Alan Chastney's administration, but I can tell you without any fear of an iota of contradiction that in this budget, this $1 million, when it was $700,000, $1 million has been put in place for the distress fund.
The Distress Fund was the brainchild of former Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony. However, the support system was dismantled by the Alan Chastney regime, which replaced it with an arbitrary selection process in the office of the Prime Minister.
The United Workers' Party, the previous administration, had removed the distress fund. Chasney is on record as asking people to go get insurance for their chatters, their wooden structures.
The SLP government will attempt to increase the fund by some $300,000 as a line item in the 2022 estimates of expenditure.
Philip J. Pierre, this current Prime Minister, has not only replaced the distress fund, but he has augmented it from $700,000 to $1 million a year in case any of our persons encounter natural calamities. There is some sort of assistance that is catered for.
Minister for Equity Joachim Henry in December 2021 announced that the SLP administration was going to reinstate the distress fund after a family of 8 lost their home in a fire at Moshi. It should be noted, however, that the ex-Prime Minister Alan Chasney suggested implementing a policy framework for the provision of some level of insurance to secure possessions and belongings, but never followed through on such a plan. The current House Speaker Claudius Francis also recently made a similar recommendation of insurance of small dwellings. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.
All right, thank you very much, Gina, and the other folks at the HTS News Force. Now, you know, she was a woman that many people knew, large family, her children very prominent in society. This is Mrs. Ursula Antoine MBE. According to reports, have died. And so that would mean a great loss for her family, her church, her friends. She's also the mother of the governor of the Eastern Caribbean, the ECCB. Brother Timothy Antoine. You understand? So I know it will be a tough loss. You understand? She has raised some really good children. Imagine one of her sons. You understand? Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. I know that she has a lot of other children who is also in the banking sector and the education sector as well. You know, so Grenada has lost an icon in no uncertain terms. You know, it's another tough loss for our country. Yeah. All right. What else can I tell you? I see that we're running out of time. Okay, so there is. Let me do that thing for my brother. You understand? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Losing all your belongings to a fire. Losing all your belongings to a fire or natural.
I think it's to do with the format of the flyer. It's messing up the player. So anyway, so they're going to be having by Anthea's Place, that's Woodlands, Woburn Junction. They are about to start a karaoke competition. Preliminaries is going to be held February 10th and 17th, and the finals will be held on March 3rd. First prize, a night for 2 at Points of Lanes Hotel. Second prize, a day pass at the True Blue Bay Resort. Third prize, breakfast at the Radisson Hotel. And they say that the registration is only $5 on the night of the prelims. And you can contact 416-8337 for more details. All right, what else can I tell you? It seems like that's for now. That's it for now. Let me just take a quick break and come back. And when I come back, we've got for you the national report and the weather. Stay tuned.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready cash, always ready when you're ready, let's go.
Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Government and Grenada Tourism Authority take steps to encourage visitor arrivals to the island. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, February 9th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Government and tourism officials anticipate an increase of over 300% in visitor arrivals this year once figures return to the pre-COVID-19 status. Ms. Petra Roach, CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, says this will be possible with the implementation of robust marketing campaigns and discounted travel. This year, GTA and the Ministry of Tourism look forward to the commencement of flight services from Boston in November and the resumption of flights from Canada later in 2022. From January to December, tourism officials recorded over 42,000 long-stay visitors, over 4,000 yacht visitors, and 175,000 cruise passengers. 25,000 cruise passengers visited during November and December.
We are anticipating that we will be very close back to 2019 numbers, where we have 142,922 long-stay visitors, 15,500 yachties, and 175,000 cruise passengers approximately. So if you look at what that increase is over 2021, we're looking to an increase of about 365%. So that means that that's a lot of hard work that we've got to put into place. We're looking very favourable about having a start of a new service from Boston in November 2022. And then out of the UK, we've got both British Airways and Virgin continuing with their twice weekly service. And the challenge that we have at the minute is that we still have to fly over another destination. So with British Airways, we're flying over Antigua and then coming into Grenada, and that's on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then with Virgin, we're actually flying over Barbados, and that is on Mondays and Fridays.
Ms. Roach explained that the recovery of travel and aviation depends on governments and stakeholders' continuous assessment of the situation so that the necessary adjustments can be made to provide ease and safety during travel. She highlighted some of the campaigns and marketing measures that will be used to boost visitor arrivals this year.
Our priorities, the values for the brand, continue to be centered around sustainability, conservation, travel with a purpose, and the niches where we see the biggest growth potential would be MICE, which is meetings and incentives, health and wellness, romance, culinary, soft adventure, diving, and nautical. We have a really unique proposition. At the end of the day, we are one unique destination, but 3 islands to explore. And therefore, that's going to be a big thrust for us with the summer campaign, where we're looking to offer families who are traveling to Grenada the opportunity to get discounted travel to Carriacou or Petite Martinique with discounted Osprey tickets. And we're also looking to run some local summer camps with the PFA and the PCA, so the Professional Football Association and the Professional Cricket Association. And then again, we continue to redefine what our product looks like on the ground, because at the end of the day, people are looking for those cultural tourism experiences where they can eat locally, where they can use local tour guides, where they're putting money back into the local economy. There is that conscious shift to buying local.
Work on the section of Checkers Road, Springs, St. George that slipped after a private retaining wall collapsed in July of 2021 is now complete. Government, in an effort to bring relief to the residents, invested $120,000 to reconstruct the retaining wall and roadway. Kimon Andrews, civil engineer in the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, told the GIS that the work done in constructing the wall and pavement is of high quality and has a lifespan of up to 80 years.
Initially, a wall was here. However, it was poorly constructed in terms of just the design, overall reinforcement and everything. Now, yes, it is more secure in terms of stabilizing the road itself. Usually you'll get a lifespan of around 80 years.
Parliamentary Representative Honorable Gregory Bowen says to see the project completed is a good feeling as the period of construction was challenging for residents and farmers.
I'm very happy. I'm elated at the stage of the job now. The road is cleared, people can pass, we'll stay a while for the concrete to cure, and everybody will be able to use their vehicles up and down. We have planned to trim the trees along the edge. We've spoken to the property owners, and so this will make the road up here not as slippery as it used to be before, and very clear. So I'm happy, and I wanted to say to the villagers, thank you very much for your patience.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break. Welcome back. A mini carnival extravaganza will be facilitated during the test cricket match between West Indies and England in March to showcase Grenada's culture. The test match is scheduled for March 24th to 28th at the National Cricket Stadium. Producer of the extravaganza, Ricardo Kings Douglas, explained that on the opening day, a mini parade will be held. Kings Douglas made the announcement of the cultural extravaganza during the government's weekly post-cabinet press brief.
Throughout the cricket period, which is the 24th to the 28th, there will be mini shows within the stadium. And so some days we'll showcase ballet dancers with short knees. Some days we'll showcase the Moko Jumbies. Some days we showcase Vaco. So it's going to be an excitement on the breaks. So normally on the lunch break, when they go for their lunch, it's a 45-minute lunch break. So we have 30 minutes to show the world and the wonderful people indoor, all the people who came, the visitors and stuff, the excitement, what we have to offer, and bring that. We complement the cricket in the sense of the excitement and extravaganza of the glamour of Grenada, what we have to offer. So we want to showcase that and have that energy in the cricket, and that's what this carnival-like mini carnival will bring to the cricket. So the excitement of the drums and the rhythm sections and the music. We'll have soca artists, we'll have calypso singers. There's a posse stand where they'll be performing there. So the energy will be right around.
For this experience, patrons and participants must be vaccinated to enter the National Stadium. COVID-19 protocols will be imposed. Mr. Douglas says there will be a cap on the number of persons participating under each category.
We have a cap. It's 15 to 20 people per section, right? Everybody has to show us their vaccinated card, etc., those who want to participate. So it's going to be a really controlled situation. Even in the jumping up, even the sections, they'll be spaced out within the sections. And basically that's it. So it's a safe zone. Even where we are having the fan zone, all the people who are selling, or all the people who attend, the bartenders, the ushers and stuff, they all have to be vaccinated, and they have to have proof of vaccination before. And that's the only way you participate in the carnival or getting into the stadium.
Finally, in the news, with plans to engage stakeholders and develop basketball in Grenada, the Grenada Basketball Association held a one-day training program on Wednesday to assist coaches, former players, and enthusiasts to develop basic fundamentals within the sport. The training was facilitated by the International Basketball Federation. Instructor Nelson Isaac said the organization will be working with various clubs locally and within the Caribbean to promote the sporting discipline. The training in Grenada is the first in a series for 2022.
FIBA, which is located in Geneva, Switzerland, we decided that the Caribbean was a part of the world that had somewhat been neglected, and they hadn't received a lot of support. So, and we knew that in this part of the world there's tremendous talent. When you start looking at the Caribbean, you got some great athletes, and so we felt like that we wanted to begin to help these countries to help develop some grassroots coaches. In other words, a mass of young coaches who could work with kids on the basic fundamentals. So basically, this is why this course is only a one-day course. It's basically for ex-players who may be interested in coaching, parents who may want to help their children, physical education teachers, or just anyone that's interested in basketball. So that's the goal. So we have a plan to go to about 14 Caribbean countries, and we feel like that it will show benefits in the next 3 to 4 years.
Director of the Grenada Basketball Association, Kester Elcock, commends the International Basketball Federation for the initiative to work with local basketball coaches. He highlights further measures that will be implemented locally to engage young and upcoming basketball players.
We want people to know that they have to commit themselves to 6 days when we do announce the time, and ensure that you give it your best, because we really want our coaches to be certified, and having a FIBA certification means now that you recognize worldwide and you become part of the WABC, which is the World Association of Basketball Coaches. And it just augurs well for development of basketball in Grenada.
That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, February 9th. Let's recap the top story. Government and Grenada Tourism Authority take steps to encourage visitor arrivals to the island. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rakisha, and the rest of the GIS news team, all right? What else can we tell you? So I have not gotten the actual dashboard, but as customary, once we have it in our hands, we will share that with you via our WhatsApp platform, all right? And so let's just go straight into the weather. We see that the weather is expected to be fair to partly cloudy with a few light early morning showers. Now, tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 22 degrees Celsius. Tonight's minimum temperature, I love it. And winds northeasterly to northeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves of 4 to 6 feet in open waters, and the tides are expected to be high. Well, that's gone. Right, good. Wait. Yeah, okay. I think there's a little mix-up here. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? So then let's take a look at the weather for Thursday. The weather for Thursday, listen, there's a little mix-up in the weather, so I'm just trying to figure it out as we go along. But here, I think I found it. So for Thursday, we can expect the weather to be partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times with light to moderate showers. Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius, minimum 25. Winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas expected to be moderate, waves 4 to 7 feet in open waters. And so we expect sun to rise tomorrow at 6:31 a.m. and set at 6:13 p.m. So that, my friends, is your weather report. And so we'd like to say hello to all the folks who are currently tuned in on YouTube. So many of you. Blessings to you, Suzanne, Shireen, Talman, it's Clovey, my mom, Marvin, Marsha, and everyone else on YouTube. We would like to say hello to you, okay? And may God bless you and your family. As well, those of you who are currently on Facebook, that's where we have the bulk of viewers. We would like to say hello to you as well. All right, so we see where we have Kireen and Shireen and Suzette and Shum, and we have already as well with us Ezran, yes, Ellis, also Patsy, Pearl, Esther, Eugenia, Desiree, and everyone else currently on Facebook. We say hello to you and may God bless you and your family. All right, I love and appreciate every one of you. May God richly bless you. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja, no. Good night and blessings to you and your family once more. Take care.